Hello there.
Howdy.
Oh, he said it. He said the line. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Are we live? Are we live?
Yes.
Are we live? Are we? Yeah. I don't know. Are we? Yeah, we are. Holy shit. My YouTube was lagging like hell there. Anyway, good evening. There's two of us tonight. Apparently, people actually go and do things on a Friday night.
Oh, it is Friday. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, apart from me and Jess. You know, because we grinding, we working. How you doing, man? Having a good week?
Yeah. Solid.
I would go as far to say that. Pardon me. You're having a pretty fire month, dude. Like, how many weeks now has that been? Where you've
consistent
fired out another sound font? I need to check the website myself. Actually, I'm like, oh shit, I don't even know about this.
It's been a few. Yeah, even during the hurricane, I was putting them out.
It's 5 weeks.
No longer than that, right?
Kwai, Obi-Wan, Obi-2, BMF, Tails bundle.
Really? Is that it? It's only been 5?
No, it's not. It's more than that because there's updates as well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're just looking on the website. Yeah, if you go on the YouTube channel.
Count's Claw, 6, Menace.
Yeah, for
11.
about... I think it's almost 2 months. 8 weeks.
8 weeks, man. Consistent for 8
and tomorrow,
weeks.
Tomorrow will be 9.
And tomorrow will be 9. Oh, what kyberphonic goodness every week. I'm not going to lie. It's been like every week for the last couple of months, I've been like really looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, like,
last week I did Friday just because I was like, I'm done. I want to put it out.
Dude, you had them.
Yeah, I
fucking banging it.
It would have been out like hours earlier, but I was waiting for YouTube to render. Yeah. When I released it, it was 360p. I was like, bro. Eventually rendered to 4K, but
I noticed that before my graphics card went tits up.
Well, no, it's not my computer because it uploads. It was YouTube's processing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Before like the last couple of videos that I'd done before the graphics card went, I noticed it was taking like forever.
Hours. Usually for me, a 4K video would be up and processed fully within like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and this was like I was waiting hours, and I was like, "Fucking, I'm putting it out." But my one for tomorrow, it took like 20 minutes or something. Like I think it's back to normal now. So
like typically for me, for like a 15 to 19-minute video, it takes usually about 40, maybe 45 minutes to process 4K. But like the last couple.
Well, how long are your videos? Like 8 minutes, 8, 10. Yeah. Mine are like 2. So
yeah. So Adrian, Evo, what's going on? Matt, how you doing, my friend? Buying Tails bundle tomorrow. Tails bundle is fire. Yeah, Louise.
When'd you tag me in a TikTok? Because
Louise promised me she'd buy me that for my birthday. She still hasn't done it. I'm gonna go and wake her up. I'll wake her up and go, yo, motherfucker. No, I've got a really. Thank God I have nothing on next week because I've got so much shit to do. Like so much content to get fucking not just fucking made, but edited, uploaded. Like, oh God. Like I'm trying to think off the top of my head, right? And in kind of order. I've got like Grand Inquisitor, Stellan Geos, Yoda. These are sabers, by the way. Jedi Revan. Padawan Obi. One from Damien Saber. Star Killer full review. And then 4 demos. And like 3 OG videos that I want to put out as well. So yeah, I've got a fucking rough week ahead. But I'm looking.
Sounds like a lot of editing.
I'm looking forward to getting. I'm looking forward to getting back into it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this 3080 can fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it can power through the rendering, then it will be a lot less fucking time consuming.
Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah, rendering for me isn't too bad, but you know, I've
you've got the Mac. You've got
I
got a workhorse.
Yeah, I got a pretty decked out one.
So I'm fingers crossed. I mean, I think at the moment it takes like, what was it? Like a half hour, 35 minutes, I think, to do a 4K review, and then to do a 4K demo, which is roughly, depending on how many fonts, I guess about 20, 25 minutes, you know. Wow. And I think the new one is just going to go, give me more, please.
Right, yeah, that'd be nice.
It's got fucking double.
Okay.
The double the video memory. It's got 12 gig.
Yeah, that's about. What do I got? I think I have 16. Yeah, I got 16.
So I've got 16 gigs of RAM, but the graphics cards get 12 gigs of video memory.
Yeah, see, I don't know how that works for me. I think it's like the same thing on Mac. I don't know.
Macs are different in the way that they handle graphical tasks.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way that my Mac OS works is they dump a large chunk of the workload onto the memory.
Yeah.
And then it gets distributed onto whatever kind of built-in graphics as well as they are. They work together.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on Windows, it's just all done by video memory. There's probably a way you can change that, but fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward to those videos. I'm looking forward to making those videos, dude. It's been too fucking long since I have.
You haven't filmed already, or?
I've got BMF filmed. I've got BMF filmed. I've got the Stellan Geos one done and the Grand Inquisitor one done. May want to redo parts of those. Mm-hmm. Oh, Little Green Friend.
Yeah, do that tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm going to do that one tomorrow. Might not get it out tomorrow, but I'll do it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get the Tales bundle done, and then I just kind of really want. I've emptied an SSD just to literally fling all the footage onto it.
Mm-hmm.
I can just go boom, 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 boom. You know, kind of work through that way. So I'm pretty organized. I am pretty fucking organized.
What's up, Cole?
I just need to get this fucking thing in, and then Cole, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, bro? So anyway, Andor. I said to Jesse before we came live, for me, it's starting to kind of almost feel like a season of Prison Break. A little bit. Not in a bad way. I fucking love Prison Break. But
I've been enjoying the prison aspects of it. I think it's very interesting, very scary, very suspenseful. Especially the last episode was like, it kept me on my toes. I thought it was really good.
I'm not saying like last week. It really kind of gets.
I knew this was. I knew this episode was going to build up. Like next episode, shit's going down.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. This episode built it up, but it wasn't like a boring build up. Like it was very, like the whole Andy Serkis and shit. Like was super dope. Yeah.
There's plenty going on, you know, and we're kind of jumping around an awful lot now from character to character, mm-hmm. and things are starting to pick up a bit more speed for everyone that's kind of involved, from, you know, the likes of the ISB agent to the ISB agent wannabe, mm-hmm. Cyril, Bix as well. She's had the fucking mind probe and whatnot, and I loved that scene actually though with the doctor as such, and the way he was talking about the procedure. He sounded a bit. It was quite creepy the way he was talking about that.
Yes, yeah, very.
It's not physical. It's
he was very into it.
He's very
that was his kink.
It's like that's total BDSM for him, man. It's like fucking. The last time we done this, it didn't go so well. It's like, oh yeah, tell me that before you fucking do it. So it's growing on me. Critique of capitalism or authoritarianism. Here for it. It's getting. We need more goats. We do need more goats, but all the goats are busy because they're goats. We're just. Well, he's a goat. I'm just bored. That last scene. Yeah, I mean. Oh, what's this? Trevor, what's going on, dude? Interesting point I saw. There were aliens in the Obani work camp in R1. All these prisoners are humans. Yeah, very interesting point. My cousin watching Star Wars and Timeline Order because she hasn't seen it. Watching Rebels now. Season 2 finale. Dude, your cousin is doing the right thing. And she has you as a guide. And I have complete faith in you to show her the way.
Oh, yeah.
No, I really did enjoy this episode. I really did. Like the.
I didn't.
I did. Okay, I mean, it's. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's slowed right down. I'd like to see a little bit more, but the psychological and
it also is
of it.
It's double the length of a usual show.
It was like an hour long, nearly.
Well, yeah. All the episodes are an hour long, and there's 12 episodes instead of like 6.
Yeah, exactly.
So they got a lot more time to space stuff out.
But they're using it really, really well because it's not like fucking Bad Batch where you're going to get like 3 or 4 bangers and the rest of it is complete filler. Like for me, none of this has been filler. Everything's okay. It's been slow.
Yeah.
But everything has been relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And the last couple we've had the kind of dramatic.
It's different. If every show was action in your face, you would get. I like that's, it's something different.
Well, that would get boring in the end. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder who gets blown up this week. Like that, and that's the thing. Like, I think the psychological aspect for me, the last couple of weeks, has really kind of kept me interested, and they've done it really, really well. The likes of the
it's really not Star Wars, but in like a refreshing way.
Yeah,
it's really
right?
like I mean, like there's TIE fighters, there's stormtroopers, there's laser guns and stuff like that. But like, you could easily take the Star Wars out of this and it would still be a good show.
I completely agree. I mean, it's Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars that we know.
Yeah, it's not Star Wars, but it's in a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Universe or whatever.
And I think they're doing it exceptionally well. I just hope the last 3 episodes.
I think they're gonna bang.
I think
this next one has to bang, and if there's only 2 left, come on.
Vel being Mon's cousin was surprising. That was very surprising. Yes, that I didn't expect that at all. To be honest, I thought Vel was just someone that they'd found on that particular planet, perhaps. I didn't realize that was actually Mon's cousin.
Mm.
And that scene at was it the break where they're having breakfast? I think it was. Was it dinner? I can't remember. But there's Vel, there's Mon Mothma, the husband. Like, when you walk into a room and you can almost cut the atmosphere with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
I got that from that scene.
Yeah.
Like the mannerisms, the body language, the dialogue, everything was like, oh, fucking hell, this is a frosty fucking table this morning. Holy shit.
Yeah, all the acting, honestly, has been really good.
It has been.
Like, nothing's been cheesy.
And that's unusual for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, like nothing has been cheesy. It's been very direct and to the point, and very kind of serious. It's been very, very well done.
Yeah.
And Andy Serkis, I was saying this to you, man. Like,
yeah, he's goated.
The guy's a different level, right? He's a different fucking level. I mean, he just gets into it. He just fucking, you can see it, and like you can watch stuff, and sometimes like you can tell with the actors, they're just, they're aware of their facial expressions, they're aware of their hand movements, they're aware of X, Y, and Z, and they're just saying lines. With him, he gets into it. Like you look into his fucking eyes and you believe it.
My neighbors are arguing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go get the popcorn and just like.
Just turn the gain up on my mic so we can all hear it.
Yeah, turn the gain up. Like, oh shit. Well, no, you look into his eyes, like when he's
realizing, like, oh shit, like we're not getting out of here, like
you believe him, and that as well adds to the suspense.
Well, he's such a serious character and so devoted, and then now that we see him like realizing, it's not going the way.
Never-ending fucking prison sentences, and I love as well how the ISB are looking for Andor, but he's already in their prison system,
right? Yeah,
and they have no idea, and it's like that's the funniest thing, I'd love to see a Clone Wars style show about Luke.
Oh, for sure,
that'd be great.
They could. I mean, they could do it after Episode 6 too. I don't know. They could do it anywhere. They could do the animation shit anywhere, and it would be sick. But they could definitely take advantage of like original trilogy characters, like they should. Like they kind of did in Rebels, but very.
I think after Episode 6 would be the best time period for that.
Well, that's kind of where we're at right now in Mando and shit. So, or Ahsoka.
But how long after 6 are we?
5 years.
So we're on 5 years.
Yeah, it's prime time, dude.
I know it is prime time. Let's be honest. That fucking.
I saw like a fan made picture of like the Ahsoka show, like a flyer or whatever, and it was Ahsoka on the Falcon with Luke and Leia, showing them like video footage of like Anakin and shit. Like, that'd be sick.
That actually hits,
right. It would
think about that, man.
I know. I saw it and I was like, damn, that would be sick. It's like perfect time period. I mean, like, would it be hard? I mean, they did Luke deepfake. They could easily get Carrie's daughter, and
that was her name again, Billy Lord.
Yeah, either have her just do it as is, or they could do the face swap, or whatever they want to do. I don't know.
They could, man. They could.
Or worst case, they could do this kind of shit in animation too. But I don't know.
It was that moment of realization for me when we seen Ahsoka with Luke.
Yeah.
Because
like we already seen them together, so it's like, all right, and it's after the original trilogy, so like Han, Luke, Leia, all of them, like they're probably still chilling right now,
That particular scene though,
Han and I mean, well, shit. Technically, Ben Solo's alive, right? Yeah. What is he? Is he like 5 years old?
3, 4.
3. How old is? Hold on. Let's figure this out, dude. How old is Ben Solo right now? Let's see.
Well, technically, right now he's dead. However.
Oh yeah, but we're not in sequel time right now. We're in Mando time, dude. Ben Solo. Let's just put age. He died 29. So yeah, dude, he's fucking alive. He's
about 5. He's about 4 or 5. Cyril wants to know.
How long was the sequel trilogy? Because Rey was like 20, right?
It's 30 years after.
Force Awakens. Okay, so he's like 4.
He's like 4, yeah. So Ben Solo is alive.
Yep.
It's going to be really interesting to see.
If anybody can save these characters, it's Dave Filoni. So,
oh yeah, and I'm so glad that Filoni has decided to get involved with the live action, because for so long, we were saying this last week, for so long he was exclusively animation. He wouldn't touch live action until he was sure that he wouldn't fuck it up, essentially, Mando season 3 for me is going to be I think that's going to be all banger. I think there's. I don't think there's going to be.
If I'm kind of echoing on your computer, I think. If
Should be.
Mando, yeah. If Mando season 3 slaps, 10 out of 10, it's going to be. Mando is my favorite Star Wars media because it's already there. But if season 3 also slaps, you can't beat it, dude. It's too good.
What if it's not, though? What if season 3 isn't good?
No, dude, I don't believe it.
I mean, I don't believe it either. I believe it's going to be
good. I think it's going to be fucking amazing.
So do I. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
We have so much developed already, and there's all these like characters that we love that are a part of it now. Like, cool. They're usually on like good TV shows. Season 1 is always great because it's what gets you addicted to it, and then season 2. By the time you get to like season 3, season 4, season 5, shows really like, depending on the show, but it's like it's already set up. Now you're just getting, bomb ass shit. That's how I felt with what did I just watch? Breaking Bad. That shit was so good. I'm on Better Call Saul now, and season 1 and 2 are good, but 3 is like hitting so hard right now.
I still haven't watched it, man. Like when you were watching Breaking Bad, I think when you hit around season 3, Louise and I started watching it, and we were just like every night we're just pinned into Breaking Bad, like every fucking night. And we haven't started Better Call Saul yet. I'm trying to convince.
It's good. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say it's boring because it is not boring. It is a very good story all the way through. But season 3 has been like, oh shit! Like, season 3 is where it's at right now. I love how it's got a lot of characters from Breaking Bad. Like, it covers a lot of character storylines that you didn't even.
You wouldn't even think about.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, this character's here. Okay.
Yeah,
like, it's really good. Really good.
I love how Star Wars
as much as it's Better Call Saul, like as much it is, Jimmy McGill. Fuck, what's his name? Mike?
Yeah.
The dude, this show's pretty much half him too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm already invested now. If it's half, like Mike's a fucking legend.
Yeah, like it's really like his, and then obviously he meets Saul and all that shit, and then Saul doesn't even get his name Saul until season 3. Like just a couple episodes, he finally made that name. Not necessarily as a lawyer, but he's got that name right now.
I need to get into it, man.
Because even watching the original show or watching Breaking Bad, he was Saul the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he starts this show, and his name's Jimmy. I was like, what?
You're right, Better Call Saul Guerrero. There's a show.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about Star Wars right now. I'm talking about fucking
Better Call Saul. You're not wrong, man. You're not. I mean, you're not fucking wrong because it's relevant though. Like what that show is doing for Breaking Bad. Star Wars is doing.
Yeah.
Like all these characters that we've seen.
It makes me like once I finish Better Call, I don't want to finish Better Call Saul because it's so good, and when it's done, like I'm done with the Breaking Bad storyline, and I love it. It's going to make me want to watch Breaking Bad again.
Probably. I'd imagine it would have that effect on you. Because like
did you see the movie, the El Camino? Yeah. I like that. It didn't feel like a movie. It's not paced like a movie, but it's a good closing story for Jesse.
Yeah. No, it gives you closure for his character.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you some closure, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So, no, I'm going to fire it a Better Call Saul.
Dude, start it.
I'm going to start it tomorrow. Fuck it.
Do it. It's great. And there's some new characters in it that are like how are they not going to be in Breaking Bad? You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like, this is going to suck, because there's some really good characters that obviously aren't in the next show. So what's going to happen to them?
I'm gonna start it this weekend. Fuck it.
Yeah.
With or without Louise, I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's really good.
But no, it's totally relevant though, like, because you see it with pardon me, with Better Call Saul with Breaking Bad, and we've seen it recently with the new Lord of the Rings show, and we've got the new kind of Game of Thrones prequel as well, like, introducing these new kind of character stories and filling in gaps, and that's what I really love with Tales of the Jedi. It's awesome. And Andor, it's doing that to a degree with the likes of Mon Mothma, a little bit of Saw Gerrera,
Yep.
Obviously Andor, goes without saying. But it isn't. The thing that I like about the show is it isn't just doing that. We're actually getting a plot that A, makes sense, and B, is, at this moment in time at least, looking to be completely relevant, not only to Rogue One, but to the rest of the franchise, from kind of A New Hope going kind of forward into the original trilogy, I'm really, really enjoying Mon Mothma's story. Her kind of personal life. Her husband's a dick. Like, to the point where she just doesn't trust her husband at all to let him even know what's kind of going on, blah, blah, blah. I really, really enjoy her story. Enjoyed her story.
Cole just sent me like age timeline for all the Star Wars characters.
Ooh.
It's called yodasdatapad.com. Oh, this is legit.
Oh, I need to get into this. Matt said he has a wild theory about Deidre. Give us it, Matt. I want to hear it. Unlike the sequels, I appreciate that Andor is trying to say something, actually sticking to it, and not wild pivot. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Was it yodasdatapad.com?
yodasdatapad.com. And there should be like an
age table. Oh, here we go. Yes. Fucking hell.
It's not everybody, but it's everybody from the 6 movies. Right? I don't think Din Djarin is he? No, he's not in here. So it's the 6 movies. Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt died. He's 604 years old.
604. Fucking hell.
Damn, Jar Jar. What? Jar Jar Binks was alive during Rise of Skywalker? He's 87 years old. He was 20. He was 20 in Phantom Menace. That's funny. Luke Skywalker was 53 when he died. Wow.
Yo, Mace Windu.
53.
53.
Dude, the whole Mace Windu being in fucking Boba, that would have been.
Yo.
That would have been cool. Would it have been too much? Maybe, but.
Sam Jackson's fucking saying, something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but Jackson.
That's just Sam Jackson wanting to be in Star Wars again. I don't blame him.
Oh, I don't blame him. Yo, Maz Kanata. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker. She's 1,000 years old.
She's 1,008.
1,008 years old.
Older than Yoda.
Fucking hell.
I don't believe that because Han Solo said that she's been running that place for over 1,000 years. She was 8 years old running a fucking. I don't know.
Don't know, man. Stranger things have happened.
I think she's got to be a little older than 1,008.
It's a very useful table to have, actually.
Mon Mothma's still alive in Rise of Skywalker? Damn, 85.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she never died, but we just don't see her.
Palpatine in The Phantom Menace was 50.
That's crazy.
Attack of the Clones, 10 years, is 60.
Where do you see that, Palpatine? Is it
Palpatine under
See, it was 117 in Rise of Skywalker. Holy moly. Woman was 57. Padme was 27. Revenge of the Sith. Damn.
This is one
Anakin
thing.
Was 23, I think, right? Revenge of the Sith.
This is one thing.
22.
23 in episode 3, yeah. Episode 4, 40.
Oh, 23, yeah. Oh, no, that was Legends. In canon, he's 22. Revenge of the Sith. That's weird.
See, this is one thing that I don't like, right?
Count Dooku was 83. Damn. Darth Maul was 44 in Solo. Okay.
You see, between episode 7 and episode 9, 1 year.
Well, yeah. What's that? 7? Yeah, 7. Yeah. 7 and 8 were the same time. Like as soon as 7 ends, boom, it's episode 8.
Yeah.
Like no time passes.
And that's one of the things I don't like about the sequels. How it's just within 1 year.
It's all within 1 year, yeah.
Like
whereas 4, 5, and 6 was what?
4 years.
4 years, yeah.
And 1, 2, and 3 was like 13 years.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Mainly because Phantom Menace.
Shit, I've been fucking neglecting the chat. Sorry, guys. What if she's Andor's sister? That'd be a fucking twist.
Who?
So, Matt, he's got nothing, to base this theory on. He's like, but what if Deidre, the ISB agent, turned out to be Andor's sister that he's been looking for?
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think so either. However, what a fucking plot twist if it was. The next
they're not even. They don't even look. They're not like the same.
Well, I mean, if you see me and my sister, man, we don't look alike at all. But I digress.
but we see his sister as a kid, and they look very similar.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
I would buy that. She's a bottled blonde. It's blonde from a bottle. What do you think next episode, man? Like, do you think?
What do I think about what's next episode's going to slap, dude? They're going to escape the prison.
How do you think that's going to go down? Because like the plan is
they've been looking at the boots. Yeah, I mean they've been paying attention. Like they're all barefoot, so like when they shock the floors or whatever, like they need to get a hold of boots in order to escape or something to protect their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been slowly planning it, and I think he's getting together people that are wanting to get out, but mainly Andy Serkis, like he's definitely in it.
I obviously don't think it's going to go as smoothly as what they think it is. Obviously,
for sure, a lot of people's going to die again. I mean, this happened. This is like the third group of people he's gotten with now.
I think it's going to go completely tits up. I don't think it's going to go the way they think it's going to go. They've identified an opportunity when they're bringing new prisoners in. But from that point, I mean, they're literally in a facility that's in a fucking ocean. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for all intents and purposes, it's basically fucking Camino all over again.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. I think he might be caught.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And then escape after that, you know?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then 11 and 12 is the kind of big crescendo into season 2.
Yeah, it might leave on like a cliffhanger.
I think it will. And I think it's going to leave on a fucking bitch of a cliffhanger, dude.
It should.
I think it should. Yeah, no, you're right. I think it should. But I think that cliffhanger's going to be like, one of those cliffhangers, it's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Now I need to wait God knows how long.
Yeah, I would enjoy that. Just, have something to really look forward to.
Yeah, man, I forgot to feed the ducks, man. I thought it was too quiet. Andor's been watching everything since. Well, that's what I was saying like weeks ago. Like, he is so observant. He ain't stupid, man. Like he's the type of guy that when he walks into a place, he's already looking for a way out.
Mm-hmm.
He almost has that level.
Very observant.
That level of kind of paranoia about him, you know. I like the idea of the bulk of the resistance being former prison. Yeah, I'd buy that. Let's talk about that prison, though, right? Like, you're being, you're basically slave labor, and if you don't do enough, you get fucking electrocuted. Like, fuck.
Well, no. If you don't do enough work, you don't get taste in your food.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't get taste in your food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, waking up every fucking day to that? Like
you have to work hard. Like that's how they got it. Like,
man, I would take the toaster for a bath at that point. I'm like, fuck that. Imagine someone giving you like a prime rib steak and mashed potatoes, gravy, all the trimmings, and you couldn't taste it. Like, honest to God, I would take that steak night and I would stab myself in the fucking eye.
Mm-hmm. That one dude couldn't handle it anymore and just walked out, killed himself.
We've got the box.
My hot photo here.
If anyone wants to grab that, be quick. Unwanted comment or spam. There we go. Oh yeah, and you get shocked if you're the table that's in last place. They do like produce the least amount of units that day. That's just hell, man. I think that's psychological fucking like type of torture as well. That isn't even just a physical sentence at that point, like a prison sentence. That is fucking psychological. That is going to break you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I can ask. I try to add fonts with OS website. It says web USB. What do I do? You need to do it the old-fashioned way, buddy. So basically, your Profi board is not set up for web USB access. So you're going to need to do it the Arduino way with a new config. I've got a couple of tutorials on that. One from last year is the one that I'd recommend watching first, and then I've got an OS 6 one as well. There's also really good tutorials from Lando and what's the other one? Megtooth.
Yep.
He's got a great one as well. So just
he just added a new one on Windows.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So check them all out.
Yeah.
Between mine, Lando's, Megtooth, fucking, you'll do it. Not a problem at all. And if you need help, contact me, and I can help you out as much as I possibly can. But it's not difficult at all.
No. I wouldn't say it's not difficult. I mean, it's not, but once you figure it out, you figure it out. But just getting to figure it out takes a minute.
Now that FET's website's working properly and like all the OS 6 styles are pretty much bug free, it's pretty much a walk in the park now, you know. It's like, getting your head around it to do it is a bit taxing, but once you get your head around it, it's cool. I want to know if they've always been dumping prisoners back in after they are released, or if that's a new thing. Well, I think that's a new thing, right? Because the Emperor done the whole increased fucking prison sentences with no...
The days just keep going up.
Yeah. So that old guy who had the massive stroke, he had like, what, 40 shifts left? 40 days left?
Something like that, yeah.
And they were saying...
And they were just like, nah, we're just gonna... kill him.
Those modules making in the prison get shipped off regularly. That's the way out. Yeah, Scott. That's a fair point. Look who's here.
Enhance,
Jesse. Enhance. Well, like blow them up like this.
Ooh. No, it's an inside thing.
Oh, it's an inside thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Premium.
Have you ever seen what's his name? What's that crazy ass dude on fucking Adult Swim?
There's a lot of.
Yeah. What's his name? He's hilarious. Come on. What's his name? Shit.
I mean, I'll throw it out there, but I've got no idea.
The ranch dude. Ranch it up. Eric Andre. You ever seen Eric Andre? What? Dude, the dude's fucking insane, bro.
I'll need to
enhance. Yeah.
I'll need to look it up.
Oh my god, dude, it's fucking hilarious. Eric Andre show, dude.
Eric Andre show. I'll need to look it up, man. It sounds like it's down my fucking street.
That's hilarious.
Shit, I can never get it right the old way. I've bought every single Cyberphonic font, another Cyberphonic font, and when I add them, the blade effects never stay. It just keeps it previous. On Profi?
That's got to be CFX. That's got to be CFX. You got to set it to -1, and that'll stay.
I've never had Profi doing that. That's got to be CFX.
Yeah, that's not Profi. Did they say it was Profi?
Yeah, he said it was Profi.
No. Oh, he did that.
Profi 2.2.
Well, you know what? You know what he's doing? He probably has sound font folders already made, and he's probably just switching up the sounds in the SD card.
Oh, potentially, yeah.
And not, re-adding a new config and reflashing the board. He's probably just switching the audio files. That's got to be what's happening. Like 100%. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's got to be what's happening.
You got to get a USB data cable like this bad boy right here. Yoink.
That's a long day cable.
That's not gonna. Obviously, that on one side, and then I know it's long. One of those, kind of like an old cell phone cable, but make sure it's data, not a charging cable. And
so basically, you need to make a new config now. Depending where you got your Saber from, there might be a copy of the config on the SD card.
But if not, what, profeos.com or something like that, or no, prof.
If not, then what to do is contact me on Instagram, because I've got like a Master OS 6 config.
Google Profi board. It's Frederick Hubik Hubinot. I can't say his name, dude. Frederick
Hubie
HUBBE. Just Google Profi board. It's the first link that comes up, the Profi board V2. You go to that. You scroll all the way down, and there's a config. There's like a pre-made config right there. You just got to edit it, and then you can. You got to. What you do is you fill out like, it's NeoPixel. Number of LEDs, how long the blade is.
Yeah, it's one button.
RGB. The different buttons. If it's got Bluetooth or whatever. If it's got different blades, like if it's got like crystal chamber or whatever, and then it edits the config on the bottom of the page, and then you could go to Fernando's website and get his blade styles, put it in there.
Yeah, I've got an OS 6 config that I put on. I think the Saber workshop live stream I done a couple months back. I think I went through the OS 6 thing quite.
I'm still on 5.7.
Everyone's still doing 5.7. Like,
last Christmas, nothing has worked. Thanks for the support. Well, aspects. If you cannot figure it out and you feel defeated, you could probably send it to somebody to add fonts on it for you. There's people that do that.
Yeah.
Like Tony Ronin Sabers, he does that. He offers
that. Still doing that?
It's worth a shot to ask, but he doesn't advertise it. Where I know Tony Ronin Sabers, he advertises it all the time. Like,
yeah, contact Tony Ronin Sabers and he'll be able to do it for you. In terms of learning it though, it's just the little.
You just got to watch a bunch of videos. You got to watch them multiple times too. You can't just watch it once. Like, you're gonna miss stuff. It's like learning anything. You got to drill yourself. You got to watch it and learn and read it multiple times in order for you to really get it.
The one that I done last year on, I think that was in 5.9. I done it in a 4-step kind of thing, where I think I done software first, config second, SD card third, I think, and then uploading everything fourth. And then the OS 6 one is basically just elaborates on that, because OS 6 brought a lot of new features and whatnot. So just keep on watching videos, dude, because it's not difficult. Go and find my 4-step one on my channel. Watch that, see if it makes sense. Go and watch Meg2's video, Lando's video, because it's basically 3 or 4 people explaining the same thing but in different ways.
Yeah, you'll learn it. It just takes. You just got to drill it. That's all. No. It took me so many times to finally get it, and I don't get it fully. I just know what I need to do. I know how to add a new font to the Saber. I know how to not make a blade style, but get a blade style from FET. Edit the speeds of everything or whatever, and then putting it on the Saber or doing all that stuff.
The thing that kind of worked for me was the way someone explained it to me. So your config is for your board, your sound files are for your SD card, but the names of the folders of the sound files have to match what you have on the config for each blade style. Once you've done that part, then you can start getting a little bit more cute with it. I think that's just internet trolling, dude. Once you do get to be adding fonts in no time at all, yeah, no, absolutely. And the thing is with OS 6, so don't jump ahead. Definitely go and watch, like I said, my video on my four-step Profi guide, I think it was called, or something like that. And once you understand that and you're comfortable with that, then you can go and look at my OS 6 video, which goes through the likes of edit mode and how you can use OS 6 to add sound fonts cheekily without having to change the config. So, like, for example,
that's what he's doing right now, I think, where he just puts it on the SD card and not change the blade.
Okay. Yeah, so like what he's doing is he's
can't you do color change by clicking both the buttons and then spinning and then you could get it pretty close by doing that.
You can do color change and style change now with OS 6.
Oh, you're talking OS 6, yeah.
You know, so with OS 6 you can just fire it all onto the SD card and then you go into the presets text and then you just basically copy a chunk, rename it to whatever the fucking font is. And then do that again, and you can go into edit mode and just select what style you want. So, like,
edit on the saber, kind of like Golden Harvest, essentially.
Yeah. Very, very, very similar to Golden Harvest, but better, in my opinion. Because you can, like, you know, I've done my master OS 6 config where I've got like every Canon blade style on there. So I've got like a prequels rotoscope, an OT's rotoscope, a sequels rotoscope, a couple dark sabers, a couple Kylos. I've got like
you can do that on Golden Harvest.
You can do that in Golden Harvest, yeah.
Right.
I've got like the Ray.
You gotta try Carter's config. Or do you even have a Golden Harvest?
Yeah, I'm selling it. I don't like it.
Yeah, you gotta try Carter's config because
I've got it on. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it makes it so much better. It really does. I just don't like the way the board operates at all. I've got Golden Harvest V3 Phase 4 and my SK Rogue Master from Corbanth.
Okay.
So I'll be putting that up for sale. Sure, I just don't like do not like the way it operates. But I'm going to replace that with.
Yo, dude, when is Xenopixel getting accent swings? Because a lot of people.
Right,
been saying that to me. They want it.
I had a very interesting conversation, right? Very interesting conversation. And I won't name names. However, I was told that Xenopixel was getting accent swings at the end of October.
On
V2.
on the current board, okay.
Right.
So just an easy software SD card update?
Correct.
Yeah.
I contacted someone regarding that because
that means a lot of fucking font updates too. Because then we'd have to add accent swings. Luckily, I got Grayscale with that. He made software for me, so
you can just bang it out and that's it.
Yeah, I could do one click, and I could have him make me a version that's like one click, do the whole update for all my fonts. So,
well, I was told that there would be a massive update at the end of October. That hasn't happened.
Yeah, that hasn't happened.
That hasn't happened. And then what I was told,
no, thank you.
No. I was told then that that information wasn't correct, and that accent swings would be coming to the new board. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
That sucks.
Several people from inside LGT, let's just go with LGT. I don't know what they're calling themselves today. Different fucking name every day. Have told me, including someone who is a partner, which we probably all know who that is.
Sure.
That there is a massive update in the works for V2 that is due to come within the next couple of weeks, and that was like a week ago.
Okay.
And then this other person said, no, it's for it's currently in beta test for the new board. I'm like, cool. So My answer is I have no fucking idea, because one person over there says
that would
one
suck
thing,
because
and
a
another
lot of
person says
people have Xeno V2, and you're telling me they can't get a simple update just to get some accent swings? They're gonna have to buy a whole new saber or a whole new core.
This is the thing, they can, because they've been talking about accent swings since the board came out.
Yeah,
14 months ago.
Yeah,
you know. So I'll be honest. I think there is a massive update coming. I just think the person I was speaking to didn't want to tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
When I already know about it, and 3 other people from inside have told me about it. So I don't know. I'm gonna hit another one of them up probably Monday and see if I can clarify kind of what's going on, because it's a question I get a lot as well about it, and to be honest, quite
like all the other features that it's missing. Yeah, sure, but accent swings are very important.
Accent swings need to come to it.
Yeah,
I mean the other features,
even if they just did accent swings to V2 and then save the other stuff for V3, okay.
I agree,
but accent swings are a fucking must.
I mean the stuff that's coming for V3 is fucking nuts.
Unless they just can't do it.
Oh no, they can do it. They've been talking about it since the fucking board came out. They can do it. It has an accelerometer. It has
they could totally.
It has the sensors, so it can fucking do it. It has gesture control, therefore it can do accent swings.
Yeah, you're right.
I believe there will be an update for it shortly. I just think this particular person doesn't want to tell me about it, even though someone who, let's just say, is higher up has already told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, honestly. In terms of actual news, I don't know, but my guess is yes, it will come soon, and then V3 is slated to come round about March. So again, really trying to get my hands on one.
Mm-hmm.
If it works properly, let's just say if one of the features that are coming with the V3 board, if that works, that'll be great.
I think the Cole saying he's shocked that there's only a $10 difference between Xeno and Profi. Yeah, but it is. It also is a lot easier to use, so that is a selling point or an advantage of Xeno. Is that the only advantage of Profi? Yeah, I would say that's really the only advantage. It's easier.
If you'd have asked me 6 months ago, I would have said it's easier to use and the price difference makes it worthwhile. Now, Profi has obviously...
Well, I think that's just for the board itself. I think they sell the sabers for more. Right? Like a Xeno Pixel version of a saber isn't going to be $10 cheaper than a Profi version.
Some of them recently have been with inflation. Depending on the help, obviously, like 10, 15, $20. But now that the Profi boards are back down in price, thank God, then there's not an awful lot in terms of price point between the boards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the Xenos are like...
Well, they make their own boards, right? LGT makes Xeno, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they could make... I'm sure they're more expensive than they need to be right now. They probably just put them at that price because it was competitive with Profi, but not too competitive. So they might try to lower it. Just to stay more competitive.
I think because
they're gonna make more money selling their own boards.
I think they'll need to lower that, absolutely. But at the same time, will they lower it? I don't think so. I think, don't get me wrong, I love all the kind of LGT stuff, but I think recently, when you compare a lot of the pricing of some of their sabers to a proper high-end kit, there's not a lot in it. So I'm not going to say they're getting greedy, because I don't know the internal dynamics and pricing and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But for example, I think they're Desert Wanderer style Obi-Wan in Profi is like $400 and something. When you could get a Desert Wanderer from Corbant and have it installed, it'd probably cost you $580. So you're probably
that's almost that. Well, that is almost $200 more. That is a lot.
No, it's $100 more.
I think you said 180. 180 more.
450, I think it is, and then 580, so $130. There's not a lot in it.
For most people, though, when they're going to be like, "Oh, this is close enough."
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. But when you look at
and the convenience of the LGT cores, because if something breaks, you could just pop that core out, get a new one, pop it in. Where if something breaks in a core band,
that's where things get a little bit more pricey and complicated. Yeah, it's one of the things that I do like about the LGT kind of setup is the core system that they use.
That's genius.
It's fantastic how they've taken all of that and just put it into one.
You could get an RGB core or whatever, and then you could have a Profi core or a Golden Harvest core or a Xeno. You can switch between them. You can.
Well, that's what I've done. I got an RGB, then I bought a Profi core from Padawan and just fucking 3 screws, that one out, that one in. Boom,
and now you could always get, the cheapest version. If you're trying to save a couple bucks.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of that, don't get me wrong, the LGT stuff.
Can you buy an LGT Saber without a core in it and just put your core in it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there you go.
Not a lot of places do that, but I'm pretty sure that the Nexus Saber store does empties.
Pack Store, they do that in their own way.
Pack Store, I think that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a very good selling point.
I mean, this is very relevant just now as well, actually. Maybe the Profi Hearts from Ultimate Works will come down below $300 now. If they even drop to 200, I'm going to grab one. Because I need my Kanan is sat empty. It's dying for a Profi core.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying $300. I'm not paying $300 just for a fucking core.
Yeah, that is.
Much. Oh, Dark Wolf.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Pack Store. How do you spell that?
PACH. They've got a lot of stuff that's just came back into stock, man.
Dude, their Ronin, I'm gonna say it looks really good.
Their Ronin looks good. Their Dark Grey they just released.
The Ronin's cheap, bro. No hate on Padawan's Outpost, or not Padawan. Jawa Junkyard, because that's the one I have. But the Pack Store one, dude, you could get it empty for $250. You know how much I paid empty for the Jawa's Junkyard?
Like $500.
$500.
Yeah.
Dude, you get this one connector, a pre-kit, right?
I can get the pre-kit.
$289, dude. And if you already have a fucking core, boom, you got an installed Saber. That's insane. And it looks really good. I think
it looks fantastic.
I think this one looks more accurate. And it's slimmer. Yeah, dude. I'm not saying I regret the Jawa's Junkyard one, but when I see this, put
it this way, yeah. They're dark gray. They're dark gray with Profi, right? So that's 2 Profi Hearts.
Yeah, let me look at that too.
Plus the hilt with no blades, $689. That's a fucking steal.
That's really good. Yeah, the pre-kit, $419. Let's see what we're talking about. I was talking about the Ronin from Pack Store.
Send me your address.
Okay.
Send me my what? Send you my address for what? I'm lost. I'm lost, bro.
Who? Oh, cool.
So I'm back.
Oh, he's probably got some cores.
Oh, dude, if you've got a core, bro, I'll buy one from you. I really need a Profi core. Like $300, man. Like they've been $300 for going on a year now, and they just haven't dropped. And I keep an eye on them every couple of weeks. I keep an eye on it. They haven't dropped. You know?
Dude, yeah. I know Zach's had some iffy history with Pack Store, but
oh yeah, he has.
Dude, their sabers look good. I don't know. That Ronin kills me, bro, because I paid $500 for an empty. Literally, I could have came here got Profi no blade for $520. I could have got it installed.
Do you know what one of theirs actually looks really good?
What
is their Luke episode 6?
Yeah, let me see that. I think it's a copper though, right?
Yeah,
yeah. So it's not
inside the control box.
So it's not accurate color wise, but it looks very good. I do like the copper look, but it's not accurate. But I think the copper looks very good.
And their Obi episode 1 as well. It looks.
Let me look at that.
It looks really good. I mean, sure, it's
dude. You know, bro, go to saberswithaz.com. Dude, you want to see some kick-ass fucking prequel sabers?
Sabers.
Yep. Ooh. And then go to store. Go to Project Q. Like.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. This shit is good. $500 for an empty Qui-Gon, but it is hands down the best Qui-Gon ever made.
Oh shit.
Do Project 01. That's Obi-Wan. That's also fucking insanely accurate. Like it's not perfectly machined. Like all the grips and everything are different. Like there's insane. Project M, hands down, is the best looking mall I've ever seen. Because the finish on it looks like the resin prop, like the original belt hanger.
Damn.
Like it doesn't look metal. But then you could see that the rings, what are those? The spacers on the top.
Yeah.
Those are shiny because those look like the actual metal. Yeah, dude. That is
hell, man.
But it is expensive. Painted empty maul is $940. And then you could do Duel the Fates. It's all three of them for $1,600, almost $1,700.
Fuck
empty. Hell. But man, those are the best 3 episode 1 sabers you could get, hands down.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a picture of all 3 of them just now, man. They look different class.
Yep. They look. It's not just like a remade, into metal. They look like Delrin and resin.
Fucking hell, man. No, they look good.
But they're metal. They are metal.
Yeah.
But they're made to look.
The way they're painted though, they look
Yeah, because all the black on like the Qui-Gon and the Obi-Wan was Delrin in episode 1. And then I believe the sleeves were aluminum.
Yeah.
And then
they look
the mall I know is all resin except for the emitter rings on top.
I'll tell you who's I'm really looking forward to Cal's. Obviously,
yes,
these are a different fucking class, right? Cal's all about Cal's all about fucking eco and keeping the cost down, but his of Kenobi's look fucking great.
Yeah, the only thing I wish was more accurate was the clamp card.
Yeah,
because the clamp card on this one is just printed. It's not actually like grooved in.
Yeah,
that's the only thing, because you can't weather it. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And I bought a bunch of clamp cards from different clamp card makers on Etsy, and all of them were not good. Just like they were just like printed on, not like what am I looking for? Engraved, I guess.
Would Wonga not do?
Nope.
Or they just Graflex now?
Nobody does it. The my Episode 3 Kenobi from 89 is like that, but you can't buy those clamp cards.
Yeah, my Skinny Flex clamp cards all engraved.
Mm-hmm.
It's like printed in, you know.
I didn't think about. Yeah, mine is too. Yeah. So that's the only thing I don't like about the Obi-Wan, and I guess the finish on the neck isn't exact, but the grenade section, great.
I'll tell you
how it's got the flat edges. Oh, bro, what I wanted to bring up, dude. Have you ever heard of At Star's End? Go to atstarsend.com. They make very good shit. They have that Kylo. It's a replica. It's a resin replica of the one that they showed in 2015 at Star Wars Celebration. So it's not installable or anything. It's just like a display piece, but it's like the same to a T. And it's only $100 because it's like a resin stunt prop.
Yeah.
So that's not even the one that they used in the movie. That was just something they came up with to show people at Celebration. But it's cool that they made that. Also, if you go down, you can see for $85 that Darth Maul hilt. That is a resin. Yeah, it made the exact same way as the original belt hanger.
Yeah.
So for $85 you could get a displayed Maul. I actually have that. It's very nice. And the washers on the end are actual like metal washers, just like in the original. And but why I brought them up is because they're doing it's called the Rescuer. They're making a Mando / Book of Boba Luke saber, and it's coming out in like a week or something like that. The guy that runs the site, his name was his like form name is Anakin Starkiller. So he's done like V2s and shit like that. Like you've probably seen his like runs of V2s. Yeah. But he's known for doing Luke sabers. So, but he's doing the Mando Luke, which I'm very excited for because I've been looking for one of those. It's different. Like the arrows on the control box are like super small.
Yeah.
It'll come with the display grip up, so grip and emitter, kind of like how Galaxy's Edge does it. It's got the display version, and then he's got the prop one with the battle one, which has like it's still thin neck and everything, but it has thicker grooves on the grenade looking section, and then it's got more blade depth up top. But that's like the same one they used so you could just switch it out if you want. Whichever one.
I'll need to keep an eye on that, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'll let you know. I'm getting it 100%. It's coming out in like a week or something like that. It's a raw kit, so you'd have to get it painted and everything. But
yeah.
Very small.
Where's he based? New York. Oh, he's based in New York, right? Yeah.
Rebels, Vader, Ahsoka. I do have Rebels, Ahsoka.
Sorry, guys. I'm not neglecting the chat. I'm so glad I have a profit heart. I can get pre-kits. That was the thinking when I got the Asteria heart, right? Because I thought I'll give that a go, and I gave it a chance, and it was all right, and I liked it, and then they just didn't seem to update it at all. So now I'm like, fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. The pre-kit thing that Pack Store do, and Pack Store, by the way, they've got a warehouse in the UK now.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I was surprised at that because, like, I ordered my Kanan and 3 days later it was here, and I thought, fuck me, that was fast from fucking China. Mm-hmm. And then I looked at the sender, and it was Chinatown Toys Limited, Birmingham, UK. And I thought, oh. So, but I know Zach had issues, big issues, I haven't had any as yet, but I've only had a couple things off them, so there's still plenty of time for that. Punch for pound, Dave Filoni is a false hope. Whoa. He's a false hope? Dude, can't fucking say that. He pushed this look out against what George Lucas wanted. If it was really George would have chosen him and not Kathleen. Well,
no.
They're two very different fucking people doing.
He wasn't in that position.
Jobs.
Yeah.
You know, like Kathleen Kennedy isn't a movie maker. She oversees a lot of stuff, but she's not a fucking movie maker. Yeah. You know, like. So I don't know, man. I don't agree with. That's your opinion.
Hot take. Yeah.
Hot take. Absolute hot take, man. I don't agree with that, but I mean, fucking hell. I mean, you look at Ahsoka now, though, right? Like, what a character. And again, seeing her with Luke in Book of Boba, that was
I'm not mad at any of that at all.
When the penny dropped as to kind of what that meant, like, holy fuck, that's Anakin's apprentice with Anakin's son. Holy shit. You know, like, that was fucking emotional. I don't know. Cool. I'll just send you one message. Dude, give me a price, I'll buy one from you. If you've got a spare and you're willing to part with it, I will fucking buy one from you, dude. Just let me know. It's something I definitely fucking need. Ty, the blind guy. What's going on, Ty? How you doing, my friend? We're going to pull a trigger on a new saber next month. What do you have your eyes on? What are you going to go for? Let us know. Punch for pound, Andor writing, acting sense are better than Kenobi and Boba. There's so much. I would actually...
100%. 150,000%. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the fact as well that...
the second half... Wait, but there's so much filler. I get that, sure. But I'm okay with it because I don't want just 5 weeks of Star Wars and it's like, all right, cool, now we wait a little bit. I like, give me 12 weeks to enjoy this. Like, I'm patient, you know what I mean? I'm not like, oh my god, get over it. Like, let's move on. Like, no, dude, let's fucking explore it. But the first half of what he said, yes.
Disney's going cheap for 2 episodes with slow plots.
I mean, bro, they're not using a lot of the whatever it's called, the video screens for Andor. I think that's why it's looking so good. But that's no excuse because Mando is a fucking beautiful ass show. I just think that when it came to Boba, they limited it to Tatooine. So of course that was pretty much it. Besides like the couple Mando episodes, and then Obi-Wan was, dude. Obi-Wan they cheaped out, dude.
They did.
They cheaped out, bro. Like, I mean, there was the cool. Not Tokyo, Hong Kong planet. Like that was cool, but like the places where he fights Vader. Are you kidding me? Like you couldn't do a cooler spot, Like it was just dark. It was dark, too dark in both scenes. Like, and
I would agree with that. I mean,
the second one was better than the first one, but. They could have just done. Why can't they do Mustafar? Like at least some like lighting from the fucking lava again. Like I don't know. I don't like all the light bleed from the sabers. Like I'm about it a little bit. Like I think they did it perfectly in like the sequel trilogy, but for Kenobi, dude, those lightsabers were way too bright.
Too much. Way
too bright. Like there was no it. It didn't look cinematic. It looked like a fan film.
Yeah. It was too much in that respect.
The lighting was not good in that show.
Do not get me wrong. Like I enjoyed the overall series. I enjoyed the plot, storyline. Everything was great. But there were aspects of it, such as that could have been vastly improved. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to hate on it because I love it. My fucking mum came down a couple nights ago and stayed with us. for my birthday, and she hadn't seen 5 or 6 yet, episode 5 or 6 of Kenobi. I'm like, you haven't seen 5 or 6 yet? What the fuck? So we went out for food, we came back, and I put on 5 and 6, and she fucking loved it. You know, like, it was so well fucking done, you know. But the bleed, too much color, you know, too dark in places. And I mean, I've got a pretty good fucking TV in my living room. I've got a pretty good TV, and even at 4K, the darker scenes were quite pixelated. You know, at the backgrounds.
Yeah, it's just between that and then, like, you could have a dark background. Don't get me wrong, but light it good. Like, perfect examples like Daredevil. Daredevil show was very dark, but it was lit good. You know, like a fucking movie. Where Obi-Wan, it literally, like, you know, most of the time, you know, say like the Hong Kong planet, that was good. You know, there's
that was great.
For me, it was mainly the lightsaber battles. I didn't like how they did it.
Wait a second. What the fuck's going on in the chat here?
You probably have some of these we should make. Rebels Vaders. I have Ahsoka. Yeah, I might get around to it. Well, I mean, I will eventually. Because once I finish all the TV shows, then I'll be jumping around Clone Wars and Rebels. So it'll be a while, but yeah, I'll get there.
This is the thing, right?
See, it's very dark and lit. Yeah, see?
Like,
you could have a dark background, but light your character's good.
Year after year after year after year, Disney, Hasbro, whoever it is, they put out these fucking legacy sabers or these Black Series sabers, and there's just absolutely, you know, fucking no forward movement in the tech that they're fucking using, right? Like,
yeah, I think honestly, their lightsabers I think are fine, like because they're making them essentially for all ages. A kid could go in there and get a Savvy's Workshop or whatever, and an adult. Yeah, I mean, like, if they add, I feel like they put themselves in a hole because they have to make it a certain way. Because now if they change too much, because even with Force Effects Elite, the Hasbro started doing that. They've been slowly adding more features, but for the most part, it's still the same. Like, they can't do thin necks. Yeah. Because, like, I don't think they'll ever be able to, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Disney or Hasbro or any of them, I don't think they're ever going to be able to do thin necks because they have to make it sturdy enough.
This is the thing, like,
for children.
I want to cut on this real quick, right? And you know what? I do get this to a certain degree.
Wait,
right?
Disney gets no money from I have no problem with. Wait, then I have no problem with apps. Savers can talk about all models, but should add a warning not to buy the ones that fund Disney. No, do not do that because they will come after you. Yeah, they're Star Wars. They're very open to letting their, you know, property being used. Obviously, you can't use like character names and stuff like that, but they rely on fans to make what they do now. Like all the props and stuff. Everything that's made in Star Wars now is made by fans.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Droid Builders Club. They're the ones that make all the R2s and stuff like that. They buy props from makers.
Yep.
You know, you got all the Mando people. Like Book of Boba Fett, that was all done by like Wasted Fett and those people. Like, you know, they need the fans to be as crazy as they are about all these accuracy things because they buy from Roman Props. Yeah. Roman Props was used in Rise of Skywalker.
Yep. The problem I've got though with turning around and saying don't buy from Disney is the fact that number one,
they'll come after you if you say that.
They'll come after me for that. Number two, I don't quite agree with it because, and here's the thing, a lot of the stuff that we talk about is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
It's getting cheaper. When LGT came around, it got more affordable.
But a lot of it is still, you know, especially the higher end stuff, insanely expensive, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you look at the likes of the legacy sabers, right? I've actually acquired a couple of them to review because I feel, as a saber channel, I need to. Yeah. I feel I've not been, you know, as fair as I possibly could be. But you'd
introduce more people into the custom world too by doing it.
Exactly, right? Because here's the thing.
Let's be real. That's how we all got here. We all wanted a lightsaber, and you know, we knew Disney was doing them. We knew Hasbro was making them. We start looking it up, and we're like, I wonder if there's something better. And then you look at reviews, and then all these people are like, yeah, this is good, but have you seen this? You know?
Yeah, exactly. So, bingo. I started off with Master Replicas, and then eventually Hasbro, and then disappeared for a while, and then came back and thought, holy shit, this place got bigger, you know, and seen all the advancements with CFX and Profi and Smooth Swing and all this kind of stuff, you know. Like, we need people in the parks, we need people buying the merch, you know, because at the end of the day, it's those people who eventually end up buying the custom stuff. That's number one. Number two, not everyone can afford a $700 lightsaber, e.g., for example, my Cal Kestis that I have. But they can go and pay, realistically, probably pay more like $250. I don't know how much legacy sabers are.
They're getting the $250, I think. Round about
$250-ish, right? Ish, for like a legacy Cal Kestis or a Vader or whatnot. And they will be happy enough with it. And they will be happy enough with it until they realise and find out what else is out there.
Yeah.
You know? So saying don't buy from Disney, don't agree with that at all, because at the end of the day, it is Disney who is giving us what we are currently getting. You know, they do the age-old fucking argument, does Disney really need all the merch money? I don't say they need all of it, no, because some of it's very fucking expensive. You're talking about one of, if not one of, like the most fucking, you know, powerful fucking group of companies in the fucking world, you know. Because it isn't just Disney, it's Fox, it's fucking Marvel Studios, it's Lucasfilm, it's CNBC, I believe, as well, is covered by them. Fox, so that's B-Sky B in the UK, which is a massive fucking broadcasting corporation. So, I mean, it encompasses a lot, you know. So the argument is, do they need the money? To an extent, no. However, you know,
we're not stepping on their toes.
Yeah, we're not
until we are.
Until we are, yeah, and then the shit hits the fucking fan. You know, like, don't get me wrong.
I think it would have happened already. I think TikTok was the height of lightsabers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still up there, but it would have happened already. Like, they know, dude. You go to Star Wars Celebration or any of those things, most of the sabers are not Disney. You know?
Even walk around Galaxy's Edge now, a lot of them are not Disney.
This has been going on forever, dude. Ultra Saber, Saberforge, they're old as hell. I remember I was a kid. Looking and seeing Ultra Sabers and Saberforge, like,
exactly. You know,
they would have done something by now.
They see it as an advantage, really. Let's be honest. It keeps Star Wars relevant. I mean, these companies kept Star Wars relevant through a time where there was no Star Wars content.
Yeah.
You know, from like Revenge of the Sith up until, what do we have? Clone Wars. You know, so I mean, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but no. Like, I think you know, the fan support always has to be there. The merch has to be purchased. I mean, I'm fucking like, from my point of view, my perspective, right? If ever went to Galaxy's Edge and no one bought a fucking thing, they would shut that down. Right? I still haven't fucking been, I want to fucking go. So, like,
I haven't really bought anything. I bought a Kyber crystal necklace. I don't even know where it is right now.
Yeah, but that was still probably what, about $15 to $25.
Yeah, it wasn't much, but like, dude, their merch selection honestly was not good. I was trying to find like a cool T-shirt or a hoodie or something.
Yeah.
They don't really have merchandising when it comes to that kind of stuff, but there is cool shit to buy. It's just, I don't know. We're spoiled with our high-end communities because I just look at half the things there and I'm like, oh, I could get a custom version of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of the legacy line that I would actually have as just, to sit on a shelf.
I can't. Not me.
Some of them, not all of them. I mean, the Rey is god fucking awful. The Dooku is pretty chunky, but looks all right.
Dooku's chunk. I think the best looking one. I think the best looking one is probably the Vader.
The Vader looks great.
Maybe the Darksaber too.
Darksaber looks awesome as well.
Besides the cover tech on it, I think that one looks really good. I was just there. What else looked good?
The Reflex looks quite good. A little bit chunk, but looks quite good.
Looks all right, yeah.
There was a few more.
Yeah, I think the Vader one was probably the best looking one. Like if I had to buy one of them, it probably would have been Darksaber.
Oh, the Darksaber sold really fucking quick.
Really, it looks. I just love the finish on it. It's very black. It's very shiny. It looks really good. But I think the Vader, out of like normal lightsabers, looks the best out of all the Disney ones.
Thanks for the sub, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, there's always room for improvement. I mean,
for sure.
I thought there'd all be episodes. There'd all be Kenobi Series 1.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty decent. It looked all right. Obviously, it's got the little thin neck attachment that you put on.
Yeah, and in the big package, they have the episode 4 OB as well.
Yeah, so I mean, don't get me wrong.
It's cool that they're doing that. Did you see the Anakin Revenge of the Sith one?
Again, looks not bad. Looks not bad. But like you said, man, we're spoiled with our, custom community. We are fucking spoiled by it. Completely spoiled by it. I just want to know what Disney did to hurt that person. Dude. I'm an X-Men fan, so I'm well aware of the Mouse of House pulling their corporate crap. They tried to replace the X-Men with inbred aliens and humans just because they didn't own the movie rights. Yeah, I mean, that's always... business is business, isn't it? Let's be honest. Business is business. Although, Charles Xavier... Spoiler, just in case anyone hasn't seen it yet, but I'm assuming everyone has. And the new Doctor Strange, fucking loved it. No, I mean, Disney... There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on about Disney, and some of the stuff that you get on TikTok's hilarious. I mean, I was a Disney kid. I grew up with Disney. I grew up with all the animation stuff, even before Pixar. Like, I'm talking about, like, fucking Aristocats, Robin fucking Hood, and, Snow White and all this kind of stuff. And then Toy Story came out in 95, and that was the start of the Pixar era. Like... I had great family fucking holidays to Disney, So, I mean, I hold the place kind of quite, and the company quite, close to my heart, because of what it's kind of given me. But it's a corporation, and we all know what corporations do. They will do what they do. I just don't want to live my life thinking about it. I'd rather be fucking happy. But no, I'm definitely not going to start telling people to not buy Disney, because the bottom line is, I'm going to start doing some legacy reviews shortly on the channel because I feel that I have to. So we know the tech isn't as good. I've said that a million times on the channel as well. Yeah, I think I done... What was the one that I done not long ago? I think it was Build Your Own Lightsaber. And I think in the thumbnail it was like better than Savvy's Workshop. I explained the reasons as to why it's better to go and for example. I think I used the Xenopixel. What did I do for that video? I think I used Padawan Outpost, because you can select your different parts. You can build your saber from emitter to control box to grip to pommel. You can choose your core, whether it's bracelets, trophy. So I did do a video, saying that these are better. I did do that, but I'm not going to say don't buy. Can't do that. Can't do that. Next week, dude. What do you think? Andor banger or
banger? 100%.
Andor slanger.
Banger.
Banger.
Yep.
Are we escaping?
Well, I don't know. I like your take on it, so I don't know, but definitely gonna try to. Might not make it out, or they might, but something might go down. I mean, shit needs to go down for it to be a banger. So
I think they will initiate the escape. I think he'll get caught. I think ISB will then realise that they already have him, but before ISB get there, he'll be gone. That's what I think there is. But we'll just need to wait and see, folks. Need to wait and see. I just don't think voting with your dollars does much to combat a broken system. No. I mean, take sports teams, for example. That's a classic example for that one. When a sports team isn't doing well and fans start to, not show up to games, or they're not buying jerseys and merch and stuff, the board just go, oh, well, cool, fuck it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know. We all know. Corruption's everywhere. Let's be honest. I don't want to think about what's going on in the boardroom. I want to think about what I'm watching on a Friday night or a Wednesday night. I don't get paid to think about what's going on in the boardroom. What about you, Jess? Do you get paid to think about that shit?
No.
Exactly. I don't get paid to think about that shit. It's what it is. It's what it is. Anyway, folks, making money is the name of the game. Ty the Blind Guy. Absolutely. That's it. Business is business at the end of the day. Business is fucking business. Jesse puts his time into fonts to make fucking money. I put time into content, and off the back of that, I make some fucking money. I install some sabers to sell. I make some money. At the end of the day, business is business. Yelling at Disney just feels like tilting at windmills. Cole is such a fucking way with words, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, anything more to add, Jess, before I wrap this one up?
No, I'm chilling.
All good.
I'm good. We had an hour and 40 minutes to talk about it.
An hour and 40 minutes to talk about not very much that happened. But,
shit happened. Shit went down. It was a good build-up. It was a solid, suspenseful build-up.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. It was.
Like I had chills near the end.
Are you looking back, real quick? Looking back, are you surprised that you're still enjoying the show as much as you are, given we're 9 episodes in?
No.
Did you think it was maybe going to be a little bit more filler than it actually has been? There hasn't really been any filler at all.
I didn't really think about it. I was ready for a nice long show. I like it. I figured it was going to be paced slower because it's twice as long. You know what I mean? But we did get a couple epic. Episode 6 was a good ending for that half. You know what I mean? And then it started a new story for the second half. So it's like we're getting 2 seasons, bro. you know.
It's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. I agree.
Shit went down.
I agree, man.
Dude, tag me in that TikTok again because I couldn't see it.
Shit went down. No, I agree with that, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was maybe guilty of taking the Bad Batch mindset a little bit before this show gets started, like, because it is a longer show. You know, it's not been like Boba or Mando where it's a bit more condensed season wise. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it still. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing where 10, 11, and 12 go. I think there's going to be a twist somewhere. What it is, I don't know, but there's going to be a plot twist somewhere. So we'll need to wait and see what happens next week. Mm-hmm. But anyway, folks, thank you very much for joining us as always. Apologies that it's on a Friday this week and not the usual Wednesday. Next week, Luth and his Calcestis. Oh God, could you imagine Scooby-Doo style just pulling off that face? Next week, definitely Wednesday. I've got a clear week. A couple people asked. Yeah, I had a job with Amazon doing deliveries. It wasn't for me. I've since left said job, and I secured a new job today with a massive energy company, another company that isn't popular just now in the UK. So I've got all of next week free, and Wednesday night we'll have our Andor stream as usual. New graphics card arrives on Monday. As to what, if it comes really early, expect a review and maybe some font demos on Monday. If not, then I'll be dropping through the week for sure, getting back to business as usual. Thank God, because the fucking pile of sabers to be reviewed is stacking up against this fucking wall, and I keep on tripping over them. So, thanks everyone. Thanks to Jesse for joining us this week. Hopefully, we'll have a few more faces with us next week. We'll take the pressure off. This is the most that Jesse's ever talked for like an hour and a half solid.
No.
We'll take some of the pressure off you next week, bro.
Right.
But yeah, until next week, folks, have an awesome weekend. Stay safe. Have a good one. Take care.